My name is Victoria Winters. These are uneasy days at Collinwood, for two mysterious strangers have invaded the privacy of the great house, creating doubts and fears in the minds of every member of the Collins family. One of them has disappeared, and that in itself has created an even greater mystery.
Liz,
Good morning.
was Willie in this house last night?
Of course not.
You didn't see him?
I haven't seen him since he disappeared.
Well, did Carolyn see him? Or Mrs. Johnson?
No.
Are you
Well,
sure?
of course I'm sure. They would have told me. Why?
Because someone broke into this house last night.
Oh, again.
Someone was here. Someone was right here in this house now. Either Willie or someone.
What?
I just came down from his room. His clothes, his sea bag. Everything he owns is gone.
It isn't possible for anyone to get into this house at night. The doors are all securely locked.
Willie has a way of getting past locks.
Says a great deal about him.
Well, I'm not at all sure it was Willie who was in here.
Well, who would want his clothes?
I don't know. I just know that whoever got in here went to a great deal of trouble to remain hidden. Now, why should Willie hide? Especially from me.
Maybe he simply decided to leave.
Without the money, he'd never do that.
Oh, that reminds me. You owe me $500.
Oh? Do I now?
I gave you the money to get rid of Willie, but you're keeping it.
Well, I'm holding it for him.
How long do you intend to go on holding it?
Until I find him. And I intend to find him.
I hope you never find him. I hope I never see him again.
Now, Liz, you should be as anxious to find Willie as I am.
Why?
Because he can cause a great deal of trouble for both of us.
How much have you told him?
About the basement. Nothing.
Are you telling the truth?
Of course I'm telling you the truth. Now, you'll just have to take my word for it.
Jason, I'm warning you. I can only stand
Mother.
some... Carolyn,
What were you arguing about?
we weren't arguing, darling.
Well, it sounded like an argument to me. I heard you say you could only
We
stand...
weren't having an argument. We were simply discussing something.
What?
It really doesn't concern you, Carolyn.
In other words, mind your own business.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Carolyn, please.
Please what? Please mind your own business? Please go away. All right, Mother. All right, I'll go.
Liz! Let her go. Right now. She's the least of your worries.
And how's Maggie?
Never better. I'm picking her up in a couple of minutes.
And it seems to me I see you two together everywhere.
That's the way I like it.
Do I smell orange blossom?
Well, it could be in the not too distant future.
That's good, Joe. Here's to you and Maggie.
I'll drink to that. Hey, Carolyn. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Carolyn. How have you been? I suppose I deserve that.
Well, you're not going to get any arguments from me.
All right, so I was a heel. What am I supposed to do about it now?
You really want an answer to the question?
If there is an answer,
You might try telling her you're sorry.
what good would that do?
Yeah, it might make you feel a lot better. It might clear the air.
I doubt that. I doubt if she'd even listen to me.
She listened to me.
You?
You think it was so easy for us to become friends? Well, we are, because we both made the effort. I could be the same with you. Unless, of course, you're not sorry for what you did to her.
Of course, I'm sorry. She's a nice kid. I'm sorry I hurt her.
Well, then tell her you're sorry. It's worth trying.
Okay. Carolyn,
What is it?
could I buy you a drink?
Why?
I'd like to talk to you. There's something I want to say to you.
I don't think I'd be interested in anything you might have to say.
Well, please let me say it anyway.
Burke, please. I'm tired. I'm upset about something, and I really don't feel like talking. Please, just go away. Please.
Okay. Nothing. No soap.
Let me talk to her. Mind if I sit down?
I guess not.
How are you?
Worried. Miserable. Scared.
Oh, why?
Because of Mother and Jason and things that are going on up at Collinwood that I don't understand. I can't talk about it, Joe.
Okay. Sometimes it's better not to talk.
Yes, it is.
Look, if there's anything I could do to help out, just let me know.
Thank you.
What for? We're friends, aren't we?
Speaking of friendship, you and Burke seem to be getting pretty chummy.
Oh, we're sort of friendly. There's no reason why we shouldn't be now.
No, I suppose not.
No use being bitter about the past. Doesn't pay off.
I know there's no reason for you to be jealous of Burke anymore.
No. And there's no reason for you to be mad or jealous or anything else. And there's no reason why you and Devlin couldn't be friends.
There are a million reasons, and you know
You
it.
could at least talk.
I don't want to talk to him.
Carolyn, you're acting like a spoiled brat.
What?
No, I mean it. This business of I don't want to talk to him. That's kindergarten stuff. I thought you were better than that.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be afraid to talk to him?
Why?
I was in love with him.
Yeah, I know.
And in a way,
You still are?
yes. I don't want to be, but I can't help it.
Well, I can understand that.
And I'm afraid that
But he doesn't feel the same way about you.
Joe, I know he was using me. I know it. And yet underneath it all, I kept hoping that maybe he really cared for me. More than he knew. He couldn't have pretended at all, could he? What do you think?
I think that I'm the last guy in the world to know the answer to that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you. But I can't stop hoping. I can't.
Well, then maybe you'd better just find out where you stand once and for all.
What if I'm wrong? What if there isn't any hope?
Well, at least you know.
But I'm afraid to know.
Well, don't be afraid. Go, talk to him and find out. Listen, believe me, it's the best way.
Maybe. But I'm still afraid.
Look, Carolyn, I've got to go meet Maggie now, but... Listen, think about what I said, will you?
Say hello to Maggie for me.
Sure. I'll see you.
Yes, see you. Hello, Burke.
Hello.
Does the offer of a drink still go?
Bartender? Thank you, Bob.
What shall we drink to?
Whatever you like.
To old times.
To old times.
What did you want to say to me?
It's an apology
An apology.
for the way I treated you. I'm ashamed of that now.
What are you ashamed of, Burke?
I think you know what
You're
I mean.
ashamed because you... How should I put it? Because you led me on. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yes. Something like that.
Then that is what you were doing. Using me to hurt my family.
Carolyn, you knew I was out to hurt your family. You said so when we stopped seeing each other. You said you knew. You knew I was using you.
Yes, but... You've never admitted it before.
Still, you knew. You must have known.
I guess I was an idiot. I kept hoping that underneath everything else, you really liked me.
I do like you. That's why I'm talking to you like this.
You liked me. And that's all. That is what you're saying, isn't it?
What I'm saying is I want us to be friends.
Friends. Of course we should be friends.
Carolyn, you're a beautiful, desirable young woman, and someday you're...
Bert, please don't make some smug little speech about how someday I'm going to make somebody very happy.
I didn't mean to sound smug.
Well, it came out that way.
I'm sorry. I've made you mad. That's the last thing in the world I
No,
wanted
I'm
to
not
do.
mad. Not really. I appreciate what you're trying to say. I really do.
Carolyn, I never meant to hurt you,
I know.
and I'm sorry that I did.
Well, it's at least partly my fault. I can't say I wasn't warned. Mother and Uncle Roger told me to stay away from you, but I wouldn't listen to them.
I wish you had.
Do you think I don't?
I wish I could think of something else to say besides I'm sorry.
Maybe there's nothing else you can say.
Maybe not.
I think I'd better go.
Carolyn, let me drive you up to the house.
No, Burke, it's all right. I'll
Well-
get a taxi.
Well, at least let me take
No,
you.
please. I want to be alone for a while.
I'm sorry I upset you. I was hoping after all this time that what I had to say wouldn't hurt you.
It's all right. I'm glad you did say it. Goodbye, Burke.
Carolyn. Carolyn. I wish things could be different. I wish we were meeting for the first time tonight.
So do I. And maybe we are.
No, Jason. The answer is no.
But Liz, you're not being reasonable.
I've already given you $500 to be exact.
But that was for Willie.
Well, you're keeping it.
Well, only till he shows up.
You were to pay that money to him to get rid of him. It's your responsibility to be sure that he's gone for good.
Well, I realize that. And I know Willie is my responsibility. And believe me, you'll have no more trouble from him. Now, all I'm asking is for a few extra dollars. Now, surely they can't mean that much to you.
How much do you want to clear out of here for good?
Now, Liz, a man can't put a price on himself.
I think you can. And you're going to sooner or later, so it might as well be now.
Liz, why do you want to get rid of me? Now, I'm not causing you any trouble.
You caused me nothing but trouble.
How can you say that? I was a great help to you 18 years ago.
So we're back to that again.
Well, wasn't I? What would you have done without my help?
I probably would have done much better.
Now, how can you say that? Aren't you the least bit grateful?
I stopped being grateful to you years ago.
Oh, now, Liz. Liz, you don't mean a word you're saying.
You've never brought me anything but unhappiness and grief. I wish we'd never met.
Liz,
Mother, what's going on?
do you always burst through a door like that?
I heard you arguing from outside the door, and don't try to deny it. I heard it with my own ears.
What did you hear?
I heard you tell Jason you wish you'd never met him. That he's brought you nothing but grief and unhappiness. Why did you say that? What do you mean? And don't tell me it's none of my business. I have every right to know what's going on in my own house. I demand to know it.
Demand?
Yes, demand.
Well, now, that's a very strong word.
I mean it. I won't be put off any longer. Well, Mother.
All right. Tell her.
We were arguing about you.
About me.
Yes. About that night when Willie tried to bother you. I said I never wanted it to happen again.
But, Mother, Willie's gone. He might never come back again.
Just the same, I was very upset, and I guess I let my temper get the best of me.
And that's all you were talking about? Just what happened the other night?
Yes. Now I think I'll go to my room. I have a slight headache.
Mother,
Carolyn, I'll talk to you later.
what were you really talking about?
Well, now your mother explained it to you. It was the truth.
You were talking about more than Willie.
Why? What makes you think so?
I heard my mother say that you brought her nothing but grief and unhappiness for 18 years. Why 18 years? What happened 18 years ago?
Well, that's just the length of time we've been friends. Besides, she didn't mean what she said anyway. She just lost her temper. You know, even close friends lose their tempers with each other. Occasionally.
I don't believe you and my mother are friends at all. I think she's afraid of you.
Afraid? Now, why should she be afraid?
I don't know. But I intend to find out. If it's the last thing I do.
Carolyn? You know something?
What?
You'd be very wise to stop asking so many questions.
Wise. Why?
For your mother's sake.
What about my mother?
But if you don't stop asking so many questions, you could get her into trouble. Take my word for it. You could get her into serious trouble.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.